Okay, so for this property, um, what can be done is by having a 360 aerial perspective and having it done uh, to where it has more virtual environments. It'll give um, it'll give the property a a dimension of visibility unlike anything else. We can for this area, we can do it just like we did here. Have these, have the points of interest that they can click and experience. This is a 30 something million-dollar home that got sold, and the person that bought it saw it like this. They were able to go and walk the property as if they were there, right? And so, and see the whole grounds, go and this is the one guest house, 3D, the Matterport, and then the Matterport for the other guest house, and then the main house. But they can go right here and walk the property as if they're there. And and so when you look at this property, it has a lot of great points of interest. And what's cool is that we did that Lido as well, the Lido Village Marina. We in the Marriott, we did that, and that just really gives a great thing. You show how close it is to everything, and then you get down into it. And so rather than reducing the price by 100 grand, which is, it's been on the market for 30 days, you invest in this. It gives you time with the client because they see this technology, and it just floors them. And then the other thing it does is it gives the agent branding, because there's no one that does this in this market. So this whole area here, he can be, like you were bringing up to me that he's the farming king. He loves the farmer market. Well, this is a great way to farm a market, is by saying, hey, I've got this technology available. We can market your home like this if you list with me. And if the property sell quick, great. He doesn't have to spend the money to have it done. But if it's going to be a while, rather than a huge price reduction, get this done, because what it does is it expands the people that would be interested in the property. What they can't do an open house, or they're just somewhat interested because they don't see it fully. They get into this kind of thing where they see, everything. They walk the property. They get in and see the Matterports and all that stuff. It's called 5D premium property marketing, and it gives an element. So then, as this guy does this property, he'll be seen as a premier agent. A lot of people say, oh, I'm the ultimate agent, blah blah blah. Well, if you don't have this, you're not. And that's the thing. And by being the first one to have this, and it's basically, it's being able to use satellite, going into aerial, having the 360s, having the Matterports, having the videos, having the points of reference to area things that matter to potential homeowner. This is all great stuff. And so, oh yeah, so then here's the so here's the Lido, right? So so like in the examples here, we would put in aerial points of interest and have it to where the things that matter the most in where that property is, they would be able to get a feel for it as if they're there. This is Nobu right here. Okay, so we'd be able to do the same thing, right? So and I think this is this might be near where that property is. So basically, by having points of interest, like we've shown, we can, and then how we, oh, sorry. We can take a property and really give a dimension that nothing else has. So, we have the Matterports, we have the walk-arounds where you can walk around the property and experience it like you're there. There's nothing like this. The whole experience all in one format, not having to jerk around between things, and basically you get to see the whole property. So with the Lido area, you can farm or market unlike anything else. And by being the first to market with this, you can be the farm king, the farm dominator, because like this for this here, we can go ahead and geo target the listings that have properties that might want to sell, or with the developer is we can even put in a model here and market that. So there's so many things you can do with this technology that you can't with anything else. Matterport isn't enough. Aerial photos isn't enough. You gotta add the extra dimension that that this has, and the person that is first to market with it and has a couple of them through the next few years is going to be seen as truly the ultimate marketer, and that's the deal. So everyone can say that I give the most, I do the best service, I do the most to sell your home, but without this it means nothing. So this is what I as your tech guy I would recommend to whoever, whether it's Lido or whether it's other areas. This is how you farm a market. All right, thanks. So let's talk about the cost and benefits. So to do one, you only have to do one to get a claim right now because no one else is doing it. You only have to do one to get the status that you're going to do this kind of marketing. And when I'm using this, I'm just using Google Earth. Basically the the thing about it is, let me show you. This is a property. It has the features of the double aerial and stuff like that. Yeah, we also can do something like this. And we can do effects, like if you watch this, you'll see how it goes from night to day. And we can do stuff like this. There's a bunch of things that we can do to make you stand out. And so if you have condo units and what have you, there's just so much you can do. So basically, by having this, where you're the one of the first people, or the agents, one of the first people in the market, they get an instant brand, and so then let's go back to Lido. So definitely you can target this whole area, and in a 12-month period, if you show stuff like this, or the other type where you show their property and features, things like that, and points of interest, having the points of interest around, showing the community, telling the story of the community. By doing that, just one, that's going to get you at least 2 to 3 listings in the next 6 months, and at 2 to 3 million, that's a $120,000 to $180,000 off of initial investment. And then what's nice is that you use that to farm the market. So you take it, put it on your website for this development, and you get it SEO'd so that it shows up page 1, and then you do your mailers, you do your geo targeting. Like, you can geo target ads to just this location. You do a it's called geofencing, where you do the whole perimeter, right? And they see ads about your stuff. You can do them, and then add your postcards. And the other thing about it is that the marketing that we have, you'll get the Google and Facebook pixels, so that you can retarget to them. So there's a lot of benefit to it. But then, so let's look at it. As far as pricing, we have to have Marcia, figure it out. But I'll give you a story. This is someone who we had them, this property here. We had, before they got this listing, we told them to show the seller this listing and to experience it and to play with it. And they walked through it and did all the stuff, went to the cliffs of Malibu right from their house in Pennsylvania, and then could walk through the property, hop on the tennis court, look through the home, and that. So then they got this listing, and the listing sold in 4 days, and they're like, well, why would we get this? And I said, because you can farm to people in this community. All these properties are 2 to 5 million, and this kind of technology is available in a limited basis. It's sort of like the guy at the country club that has a special golf club that was designed by Tiger Woods, and only 10 of them remain in the world. No one has this. And sellers, the luxury seller, likes to have innovation. They like to be on the cutting edge, and they like something that no one else has. So that got them to the agent to get it, and now they're getting this listing right next door. And so by the time we're done, because we're going to be adding, this is a park, and we're going to be adding to this the rest of the park, and then some things that are close by, that like this is the university, and this is the medical center, and there's a bunch of points of interest that we're going to be adding to this experience. So if it's done for here, sorry, yeah. So if it's done for this property, we could do things with it. Have a walk around, have to the points of interest, things like that, just like we did with Lido Marina. So the points of interest, what it's close to the school and what have you. So what happens is that the agent is branded as the Lido agent, because it has all the stuff, and we add things all the time. Every new listing gets other points of interest, added, that Castaways Park and whatever, all the different things. So that way, when it comes to it, when people Google, the development, that they it shows up on page 1. So, so the cost factor, it's in the next 12 months. Initiating this will probably bring at least 5 to 6 listings extra by having it. So and then, and of those 5 or 6 listings, maybe only 3 will have to be done. The others will sell too quick because the turnaround time is it takes about 3 weeks to do. So it's something that it's just cost effective, and it helps you farm a market that otherwise like if you farm a market now saying, oh, we give the ultimate, when someone else takes us on this offer and markets it using our marketing, you're going to look like you're second place. So that's what I'm thinking. There's my raw thoughts.